those little puddle jumpers.
Yeah.
Concourse was sort of fun because, of course, that was before 9/11, and they left the door open.
Yeah, you see the pilot in there. You can talk to him.
That's going. I can see why you can see it out the window and such.
Well, I flew Rio from College Station to Dallas. We were up there for the NIT, and they actually had offered me a promotion. I didn't know it at the time, but they had took me up to flew me up to Dallas, and we had dinner at the mansion on Turtle Creek. When Tom Hicks was at the dinner, I was really impressed.
Yeah.
But we flew Rio Airlines, and a pilot and co-pilot, turned around and said, "You ready to go?" I was it. I was the passenger. Yes, I'm ready. Okay, we're coming.
Yeah.
Starting to Orly, let's go. But anyway, that many flights were canceled, and of course everybody expects. And you know the tragedy of this is everybody's mad at Delta. I ain't never flying Delta again. And I want a free hotel room and a free meal. And I can understand them saying that.
Well, you never fly them again. You discover they're the only carrier going where you want to go.
Exactly.
And it's sunny too.
Yeah, suddenly you're flying there again.
I'll take them again.
Yeah. But this is just unbelievable that should happen.
One company too.
Yeah.
They rated everybody.
Yeah.
You wonder, because as I said yesterday, obviously they wrote the code, they wrote the program, so I pretty quick diagnostics to analyze what they've done wrong and change it. If someone came in with ill intent, would that system have been down for days?
I would think so. I mean, if you don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, you don't know where it is, how to fix it. Then up to the airlines, the banks, the hospitals.
Right. Yeah. And listen to this just ahead of sports about CrowdStrike, who is the culprit in this whole thing.
Yeah, and they're really the big loser in it because now their name is identified with this.
But CrowdStrike, says the article, CrowdStrike is too big to fail. Learn from the 2008 financial crisis and pay attention to systematically important tech companies. They are too big to fail.
Really?
That's right. This work will begin with identifying industries of concern, opening channels of communication, information sharing, and requiring disclosures where necessary, but fear not. Today, tomorrow, CrowdStrike will remain.
Where have you heard that before?
Well, that's true too. Just remember Enron.
Too big to fail.
Yeah, too big to fail. Could be right, sir. Okay, on to sports. You're never too big to lose.
No, big it in Ron. I remember when they asked for that new stadium in downtown Houston. That was initially the first and second year in on field.
Yes.
And now they're
I knew that.
just refreshing.
Yeah. But a lot of people didn't know that.
Well, they did that.
And thank you.
We try to.
Well, you do.
Very interesting.
If you're very educational, very sensitive to us.
And you're very romantic. Well, he is. Mr. Romance is gone.
Now you make it fun.
Oh, thing happened. Happens to Betsy with me. We would never.
She has why.
Really? Time for sports?
It is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Astros couldn't get the bats going last night out in Oakland. Losing 4-0. They will try to bounce back tonight against Oakland. Good news is the Mariners got beat 3-1 as the Angels scored 2 in the top of the ninth. Raiders did win 4-1 over the White Sox. Dodgers moving on from one of their starting pitchers. The reports are Dodgers has designated James Paxton for assignment. 35-year-old signed a 1-year, $7 million contract. Last year, 82. The reason they were sending him all the way, Tyler Glasnow and Clayton Kershaw will be back this week in that lineup for the Dodgers. Excited for the start of the football season. Southline Conference Media Days. Yesterday, Cardinals preseason number 4. They even picked up a number 1 vote. Top 3 are Nichols, UIW, South Roberson, offensive lineman, Elias Ripley, offensive line, Caleb Williams, defensive lineman, Vermont Stevens, and defensive back. 7 more Cardinals named to the second team All-Conference. And the Americans closed out USA Basketball Showcase with the win. LeBron James, Team USA defeated Germany 92-88 yesterday in London. Team USA opened the Olympics Sunday in Paris against Serbia. The opening ceremony for the Olympics on Friday.
Well, I'll tell you, NBC's banking on a lot. And maybe not. I know. I'm not that excited about them.
Man, Olympics have lost a lot of their charm.
Yeah, they really have. I want to see some more miles. And, you know, a couple of those.
I love the track and field. I love the 100-yard dash and the hurdle and all that.
Yeah. Okay, that's a look at our morning sports. Runs race one about folks over at Vince Peyton Body, who have been a champion of telling you to drive carefully. And it's a sincere promotion when we tell you every day to drive carefully, and you may never get to meet us. I don't know. It sounds like maybe a little cutesy slogan, but there's a lot of depth to it. There's a lot of broadness to that statement. Drive carefully, and you may never have to have your vehicle fixed unless some yahoo T-bones you or runs a red light or does whatever it is. And then once again, you're in an accident, even though it wasn't your choice. But it was the chance that you took when you backed out of your driveway. We know that every day. Unfortunately, we never think of that when we back out of our driveway. You just think, hey, you know, blue skies, green lights, everything's going to be okay. When you're in an accident, we're your best friend. Because we're going to fix your car, fix your truck, fix your SUV. Going to fix it right. Can I guarantee that we fix it right? I've done that for 50 years. Father and son operation, Italy, Rebecca, Oliva, Mid-County, Beaumont. Don't forget to buckle up Vince Paint and Body.
Affordable, powerful, legendary. Shop's customer Stacy uses a John Deere 3032E to power her local dairy operation.
We have very small spaces here. Our barn is small, and so I needed a tractor with a bucket that could lift. One of the things as a selling point for this tractor is
after that, immigration after that, abortion access after that. Why would a senior citizen worry about abortion access?
Kids.
Yeah, I guess
They're
they're kids. And climate change, which I worry about climate change every day. Greg and I just worry about that.
I'm a nervous wreck over
Yeah,
it.
we wring our hands over it.
Yeah. So you gotta go to sleep at night.
Well, we can. It's not
Why
like
you don't sleep at night? You wake up.
we don't.
Get here.
Wake up in the middle of the night.
If you're in the middle of the night, you're here at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, how's my carbon footprint doing? Well, it's about the same thing as my carbon handprint is doing. That's nothing. And that's knowing when to scratch where to scratch. That's important. Yeah, that's most things. There's big articles talking about carbon footprint. I don't know what a carbon footprint is because I don't have one. If I do, some stuff is going to show me where it is. And if it's there, I can't reach it anyway. See if I can.
KLBI, Beaumont, and iHeart radio station. The exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. She'll hold her first rally today as the presumptive Democratic nominee. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Vice President Harris will campaign in Milwaukee.
It is my intention to go out and earn this nomination and to win.
The one person going,
Biden's
woo!
campaign headquarters in Delaware the day after the president dropped out of the 2024 race.
Her team says they raised more than $100 million in the last roughly 48 hours. The president called into that meeting as well, where he told the staff to embrace Harris.
I want you to know you've always had my back, and I promise you, I will always have your back.
The president returns to the White House this afternoon. He has no public events on his schedule as he recovers from COVID-19.
Fox's Madeline Rivera, former President Trump's calling his new November opponent, Vice President Harris, dumb as a rock. His running mate, J.D. Vance, at a rally in Virginia called President Biden not just a quitter, which he is, but one of the worst presidents in the United States of America. But my friend, Kamala Harris is a million times worse. There's a bipartisan task force being set up in Congress to investigate the Trump assassination attempt as calls grew up from lawmakers in both parties for Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle to resign. Democrat Ro Khanna just told Fox she simply doesn't have the confidence of the nation. There are a lot of people who do not trust her, so she needs to step aside. In an hour, the House Homeland Security Committee holds another hearing into the Trump rally security lapses, and Fox's CB Cotton reports from Butler, Pennsylvania, some members visited the scene of the crime.
Some of them even got on top of the roof that Thomas Crooks fired from without using any equipment. And the committee chairman, Mark Green, told Fox he learned a water tower overlooking the area was not utilized by law enforcement for any security purposes, leaving him and other lawmakers absolutely stunned.
The Transportation Department's opened an investigation into Delta, the airline affected most by Friday's global tech outage, with hundreds more flight cancellations today. America's listening to Fox News. From the Fox News Podcast Network.
I'm Emily Campagno, and this is the Fox True Crime Podcast.
And I had nothing to do with their disappearance, but people still accuse me of it.
I sit down with the people who lived the nightmare,
I was in shock. I was just devastated.
the investigators who tirelessly worked on the case.
I feel for their families, and I really hope that they can catch this guy.
Bringing you closer to the story than you ever thought possible.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you get your podcast. Get all of your favorite Fox News podcasts commercial
Whether you pronounce it garage, or garage, it's one and the same. An overhead door company of Beaumont will take care of the door on that garage when it fails to function properly. Because it's one of those things that's a little upsetting, especially when you're heading out in the morning, you're ready to go to work, and maybe it's dark, maybe it's cold, maybe it's extra hot, maybe it's raining, and all of a sudden the garage door doesn't go up, or doesn't go down, or doesn't function the way it's supposed to. It has to be fixed. It has to be readjusted. We do it over at Door Company Beaumont, which is why we keep
it'll take them a month and a half to get there.
on the road every day to make sure that
Then
when
it'll
your
take them
garage
another
door
month and a half to get the
doesn't
parts to
function
fix
properly,
it.
we'll make it work again and make it work right.
They'll get somebody out there to give you an estimate pretty quick.
Nacogdoches, one in Lake Charles, and of course, our main location's right here in
It'll take
Beaumont.
months.
Same family that got here 74 years ago is the same family today, Gary Cohen folks at Overhead Door Company, that will make sure that your garage door functions properly. Also give you a free no obligation price on the new one if you need one. 860 doors are phone number. They're easy to remember. 860 is our overhead garage door of Beaumont.
A vehicle crashed into the side of the diamond and according to the 5900 block of East 6th Freeway in Beaumont yesterday afternoon, causing heavy damage to the building. Injuries. Sorry, investigators trying to determine what caused the driver crash into the building. And we first
appreciate it very much. You know, if when you were served your burger at Daddy-O's, if it was served on a little plate with your nameplate on it and said especially made for John Smith, you'd be very
All
impressed.
right, thanks for
Well, I
rolling.
can't do that.
Y'all stay